nicer.
I think it's excellent. It's time for change. That's my belief. I mean, we've looked on the monstrosity for years. Change is a good thing.
It's nice, isn't it? But,
It's a shame.
yeah, it's a shame. But it's nice to see Gateshead being redeveloped.
Well, I'm an architectural photographer and I've always had a fascination with 60s architecture. I just find the lines, the symmetry, the shapes of 60s architecture really photogenic. I think it's a great illustration of what went on in the 60s. That aspirational attitude that architects and town planners had about how we were all going to live in the future. So that optimism, that post-war optimism of let's raise living standards, let's make things better, let's make town centres more appealing. And it was the era of the landing on the moon, the Apollo missions, so there was a whole space age thing going on in the 60s that architects tied into. Oh, I think architecturally it's fantastic structure. I think the shape of it, the way that it just continually climbs up rather than you having a flat and then a ramp for a car to go up, that's quite unusual for it to be gradually climbing up. And because it's made out of concrete, it's made out of one product, you can see the lines and the shape of it. It's absolutely bare, it's there for you to see how it works, how it works structurally. I think the hardest thing about the car park is that it has been so photographed. It's not a new subject. It's something that every photographer, amateur photographer in this area has had a go at. You know, if you Google Gateshead car park, you will get thousands and thousands of pictures. So what I was trying to do was do something that was different. It's starting to look a bit dated now. I mean, I'm a Gateshead resident. I've been living in Gateshead for 15 years, so I've got a certain pride attached to it because it's Gateshead. And it is a symbol of Gateshead, one of the symbols of Gateshead, and it's time for it to go. So, you know, experience of visiting Gateshead Town Centre wasn't as uplifting as it was supposed to be. You know, Owen Loader had that was supposed to be uplifting and squares and places where people would meet and talk and shop and be entertained, and just that recipe of post-war optimism didn't work, and it wasn't a particular pleasure to visit Gateshead Town Centre. It's not right for how we live our lives now. It doesn't fit into 2010.